Yeah.
Well, you've heard.
Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, but some say it goes much further than that.
Defending the Caveman is a one-man Broadway show that's currently playing at the Sandler Center and can help men and women tackle some of our most basic and ancient differences. Well, ladies, are you just dying to get your man to the theater? Well, I've got the perfect show for you. From Broadway to Hampton Roads, let's take a look at Defending the Caveman. I'm with Ben Tedder. He is the caveman in Defending the Caveman.
Hooah.
Hooah. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Hey, I'm glad to be here.
Do you have to say hooah in the show?
No.
All right.
I just said it now, though.
It's just something that you do in
guess.
interviews.
It just feels good.
Well, hey, tell us a little bit about the show.
The show, Defending the Caveman, is here at the Sandler Center until the 25th, and it is a one-man show that humorously explores the differences between men and women.
And what are some of those differences?
Well, I think in any kind of a relationship, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, husband and wife, that kind of thing, you're going to have misunderstandings.
Right.
And it's not necessarily that one side is wrong, it's just that we see the world differently.
Okay.
And those differences come from caveman days. And we have traits that are kind of carried over from caveman days when men were hunters and women were gatherers. And everything that you did in those times was really kind of like hardwired to make you better at those two roles. And we've carried those over today. Women were gatherers, which means they're really focused on details. They're focused on things like, you know, whether food was ripe, whether this area has been picked over, and they had to chat a lot to share all these details to scare all the animals away so they can be effective gatherers. Whereas men were hunters. If you go into an area where you're going to hunt down something, there's not a lot of talking. You have to be really quiet so you don't scare the animals away. You talk for just a couple of minutes, and then you go into the woods, your goal's out there, and there's no talking. Men bond differently and have a conversation.
Sure.
Differently than women do. So that's one of the differences.
It's true. Ladies want the details.
Exactly. They're crazy about the details.
What's, for you personally, just been the most interesting thing that you've learned from this show about men and women?
I think mostly just having a respect for our differences. There's a lot of times where Terry and I will get into a disagreement that kind of becomes escalated and it starts to become a fight, and then you step back and you're like, well, this is, you're obviously seeing an event or an incident from a different angle and perspective with different values than what I'm seeing it as. So what Defending the Caveman does, it kind of allows you to walk in your spouse's shoes for a while, which is something that everybody's like, I wish he could just see it my way. Right. And it's like, how can she possibly think that, you know, this is a certain way? And after seeing the show, couples kind of walk out hand in hand with an understanding of how their spouse sees the world. So
if Hampton Roads wants to get their tickets to Defending the Caveman and kind of explore the differences between men and women, how do they do that?
You can go to defendingthecaveman.com. There's links to all the tickets there, and there's a relationship quiz and kind of funnies and stuff you can do there, and also post comments on the show. Then there's sandlercenter.org, and yeah, Caveman also has a Facebook page. You can find out stuff about the show on there too. Anyone who's ever been in a relationship or is in a relationship or wants to be in a relationship should definitely see the show.
I think Ben could definitely be part of our bromance.
Yes.
He's got some good advice.
Speaking of cavemen.
Feed me. That's all we care about.